Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Can you hear me on there? Yeah. You can hear me? Come on in here, haters. I know the haters are coming. The haters are coming. The haters are coming. Boy, them haters, y'all coming. I know y'all probably gonna jump all in my feed. Go ahead, jump on in. Get on in my feed. Jump on in. I gotta hear the noise, Cowboys. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for letting me hear this dumb noise for this whole week. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't really know what to say. Uh, we can go through so many things, but once again, it's just the same old story, same old Cowboys. Um, I mean, we can go through so many things, but at the end of the day, and I'm not trying. First of all, I'm gonna make this video. I'm not jumping on the Garrett train. I'm not jumping on. Oh, let's fire Garrett. Let's all fire Garrett after this. I can't. I can't just sit there and blame Garrett for all this. It's the players and Garrett. I mean, Garrett didn't throw the interception. Dak did. You feel me? Like Garrett didn't miss that block. I believe it was Joe Thomas did on that block punt. That's how they got 10 points. You get what I mean? So they only scored 13. 10 of them was because we shot ourselves in the foot. But it just seems like, and then we should have. I think we should have went for it on the fourth down when we're driving all the way down the field. And we go for the field goal. Hindsight, we still got the ball back. Then we had the crazy tripping call. I can't blame the refs for the loss. You get what I'm saying? But we did get the first down on a bogus, two bogus tripping calls, one by Tyron Smith, one by Travis Frederick. That was a bogus. That was bogus. But I'm not gonna cry about the refs beating us. But that was crazy. We got the first down. So who knows what'll happen? I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is this team is just not going nowhere with Garrett. Like, and this, I'm not even trying to pile on Garrett right now, or even saying Garrett is the fault. But it just, we just consistently inconsistent. It's 9, 10 years now, and I said before, what was Garrett's signature win? What was a Jason Garrett signature win? And to me, I said the only really signature win or really great win was the Seattle game when we were at all those inconsistent games. They was looking for the game to kind of really put the Cowboys back on the map, and to me, that was his game to really put him on the map. But I mean, even if he would have beat the Patriots, I was telling Boothang, tell me, didn't I tell you, Boothang? Don't. I told her, I said, even if Jason Garrett beats the Patriots, I'm gonna still feel the same way about Garrett. You know, this ain't really gonna sway what I'm thinking. Oh, he a great coach, and now he gonna take it to the promised land. I still never felt or thought that, but it just seems like, I mean, it's just the same thing after 9 years. It's like you're not ever winning those games where you're supposed to take the next step. I mean, he never has that take the next step. You have the Philadelphia Eagles lose again. They're 5-6, and that don't even look like a good win. Now we haven't beat a 500 team. Now, I mean, with the Eagles under 500, so that don't even look like a great win. So it's like every time you take a step forward, there's always a step back. And after 9 years, like that's why I feel like people are tired of it. I'm not trying to push you out, Garrett, as a person in media or a fan. I'm not trying to push you out, but it just seems like this is always going to happen with you at the helm. It's not ever going to change with Jason Garrett at the helm. It's always going to be this. And you can say what you want. Oh, you using Garrett as the excuse. No, he's not the excuse, but he is the reason. He's not the excuse, but he is the reason. When you have opportunities to take the next step and you still never do it, and it's 9 years in, and it's still like the same thing. Like you Cowboy, we as Cowboy fans, if you've been a Cowboys fan for a long time, and if you've been watching under the Garrett regime, you've been understanding this has been the same thing the whole time. I mean, Tom Brady didn't do anything in the game. Their offense didn't look super impressive at all. Yes, we had some defensive breakdowns, but their offense didn't look super impressive. Their defense didn't look super crazy, but it just looked like we're coming into the rain. You knew it was going to be rainy conditions, and you only scored 9 points with the number one offense. It's just like, that's the next step. Come in there, take the next step, and beat this team, because they're not a crazy team, not they can be beaten. But yet you don't take the next step. And we feel a certain way. We want to feel a certain way. We want to say, yeah, we can beat y'all. But in your heart, you be thinking, man, I don't know. You don't be believing. You be praying and thinking and hoping and wanting. But in your heart, do you be believing? Like me, I said we will beat them. Talent-wise, we should beat them. We're a better team than them. I feel like even talent-wise, we have better players than them. I think we are a more talented team than the Patriots. But yet, we still lose. So who does that fall on? I mean, across the board, if you look talent for talent from the Patriots to the Cowboys, people would tend to agree that the Cowboys are more talented. They would say that. But why don't we win those games? You get what I'm saying? And then we'll come back against in the Thanksgiving game and probably smack Buffalo, because that's what the Cowboys do. You feel me? But then when it's a game that really needs to count, it's like, what team are we? And it's just the same thing. And like I said, haters jump on here and they can say what they want. I'm gonna rep my squad till I die, but it's really just the same thing. It's just the same thing that's not ever changing. It's not just the players, it's the culture, it's everything together. And it feels like there has to just be that change. It's always gonna be like this. And I'm almost numb to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just almost numb to this. Like, if you only saw me in the house, I get frustrated. But babe, am I lying? Am I numb to this now? My babe knows I'm numb to it. I be knowing in my heart. I be knowing. I be knowing what I'm feeling, but I be jumping out there trying to believe, right? Yeah, try to believe. But it'd be the same thing. You feel me? The same thing. Ezekiel Elliott, he has a pretty good game. Dak Prescott didn't have a bad game. Didn't have a terrible game. Bad interception. But I don't think he was the reason why we lost. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's just the same thing. It's just same mistakes. You can't make mistakes. And what I say at the beginning of the game? You got to win the turnover battle. It can't be the mistakes. But you have dumb penalties that were phantom penalties. Like, what do you do about that? What do you do about that? There's nothing you can do. But at the end of the day, you still had 2 more downs to get a first down. You didn't get it. So we just always falling short. So, we'll see what happens on Thanksgiving. It's just what it is. Appreciate everybody that jumped in. Mama T, sorry, probably so many names in here. I'm sorry. But like I said, it's just the same old thing, man. I mean, we got the players. It's almost like you throw up your shoulders because we can talk about everything. We beat them in like almost every major category, but we still lost the game. I mean, I don't understand that. That's the part that be concerning. Like, we'll beat teams in major categories. You look at the board and you think major categories were beating them, but it'd be the same thing. And I'm just not surprised about this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by any of this anymore. And I just feel like as long as we have Garrett back there as the helm, this is always going to be what it is with Garrett. And that's why I feel like there does need to be a change. There needs to be something that needs to change up there, because no matter how much talent we, as I said, Garrett is like an 8 or 9 win coach. We see he can get 12 wins with all kind of everything happening perfect. But he has yet to run a really big game. Like, he hasn't. There's been games he's won, but this is a game we shouldn't have lost. You know what I'm saying? This is not a game we should have lost. Like, the Patriots didn't do anything special in this game. Running, passing, defensively, they didn't do anything special in this game, but yet we don't take advantage and we beat them in all major categories. But once again, we shoot ourselves in the foot. We do the same things that befall us. We beat ourselves. And That's got to stop happening. But as long as Garrett's the guy, that's what always will happen, and that's just what I believe. So we'll see what happens against this Thanksgiving Day. I appreciate everybody jumping in. Uh, we'll get. I don't want to get into all the post game news and all that stuff. The stats. We'll get into that during the week. Make sure you check out my podcast, uh, Stargaze, with my guy Skywalker. Still, we're gonna have a lot to talk about with that. A lot of good breakdowns. We're definitely gonna have a lot to talk about. That'll be going on Tuesday. Also, Law Nation, my guy Law Nation, will be having our show Tuesday as well. So make sure you tune in for both of those. We'll have a lot to talk about with the Patriots. This is kind of the aftermath of the after game. But you know, it's not surprising. I felt we should have won. We should have won I called it in the beginning. We should have won. Even when I watched the game, we should have won. And it's just frustrating to see the same old thing. You know, I just get tired of seeing that. But make sure you tune in. We'll definitely have a lot to talk about on the Stargaze podcast and on Silver and Blue Nation. I'll be rocking the show this week as well. Have my deeper thoughts after I dabble into some tape and watch in depthly of what went on in this game. But at the initial thing, Patriots beat the Cowboys 13-9. It's another game the Cowboys should have won. In my eyes, we should not have lost that game against the Patriots. It's frustrating that we did lose this game. But back to the drawing board, and we'll see what happens in this Thanksgiving game against the Buffalo Bills. So talk to y'all soon. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Sorry if I didn't give everybody shout outs, but too many names in here, too many people talking in here, and I appreciate all the comments. I'm sorry I didn't get to the comments. Sorry I didn't get to the shout outs, but it'd be running wild in here, especially after the game we lost. We should have won. It'd be going crazy, so I can't see everybody. So I apologize if I didn't see all your names. I apologize if I didn't give everybody a shout out in the very beginning. I love all y'all, appreciate y'all, but make sure y'all do tune in during the week for our talk. So we break down this game and get ready for the Buffalo Bills. That'll be coming up. So we'll have two banging shows right after it. Pats and Bills. So we'll talk to you soon. Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James. Talk to you soon. Holla. I'm out.